Today I'm going to show you how to do the Dutch headband waterfall basket weave hairstyle. And we are going to start by sectioning off her hair a little bit behind her ears all the way across, putting it in a ponytail, and then we're going to start, hopefully you can get them to tip their head a bit so you can work on the side. We're going to split it into 3, and we're going to start with a Dutch braid, which is going underneath. We're going to go underneath a couple stitches just to get this stitch going, and then I'm going to add some hair from the front, and then I'm going to do a stitch, and I'm going to try to add some hair from the back just to get a little bit more hair in there. Now I'm going to do another stitch in the front, get some hair, and then when I go to the back, I'm going to take half of it and leave half of it out before gathering some more hair in the back. So I took half of that strand out, and then I gathered some hair in the back. And now I'll gather some in the front just normally, and then each time after, every time I'm in the back, I'm going to drop half of it, and that's where you get the waterfall part of it. So I'm going to split that piece in half, drop half of it, pick up a little bit more to help with the volume of the headband. And we're just going to continue with the Dutch headband following that same pattern. Add more in the front. When you get to the back, you're going to drop half of it, then add some. If there is some, sometimes I didn't have any to grab in the back, and that was okay. I just didn't grab any. I just did the stitch underneath. But in the front, you'll always grab more hair. And I'm going to just continue that pattern the whole way down, all the way across her head. When you get on the other side, you're going to want to count and see how many you have. I wanted to make sure that I had an even amount, but even if you have odd, it's fine. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, but I wanted to make sure I had even. So I have 12 up there, and then I'm just going to finish it with a braid and put it in elastic. Now I'm going to wet down those pieces just to help with all the flyaways, then divide them in half. I'm going to count out 6, split it. I'm going to keep those out of my way, and then I'm going to put the rest of the hair into 2 ponytails on the back, putting that braid in with the one on the side and taking the braid out once the elastic is in. Now I'm going to put some gel on these pieces so that they can not have so many flyaways. I'm just going to do all of the pieces on the left, and I'm going to bring them over to the right ponytail. I'm going to put an elastic in this one to keep all those pieces there. Now we're going to go and pull the pieces from the right over to the left. And I'm going to use some more gel and water just to help with those flyaways. Now I'm going to use a tool called a topsy tail. I'll link it down below on Amazon. You can just go and find it there. And that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to put it over the first one, which isn't a big deal, and then under the second one. So I'm just going to put where I want my pieces to go with that little tool. And then once you pull the hair through, the hair is going to be where you want it to go. So the tool is to guide where you want the hair. So this one I want it to go on below it. We're making a basket here. So I'm going to use my tool to go below that first piece. So I'm making it go underneath the first piece and then over the second piece, underneath the third, over the next one, underneath the last one. And then I'm just going to put my hair through it, the little opening, and when I pull it through, my hair is exactly where I want it to be. And that's how you get the basket weave look. So I'm just going to do the same thing, alternating which one you start with. I'm just going to do the same thing for all the rest of those pieces. Should go to the left side of the hair. And then I'm just going to secure it with an elastic once I get them all in there. Now I'm just gonna curl her hair here. I love this automatic hair curler. It's cordless and I just got it off of Amazon. I love that it just doesn't matter the length of the hair, it'll curl it, just pulls it in, and I will link it down below so you can find it on Amazon if you want to. It makes really pretty curls. And that's how you do the Dutch headband waterfall basket weave with these pretty curls.